Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something really different. We're focusing on just one source, a transcript. It's from a woman under hypnosis, and honestly, it details this incredibly complex, well, extraterrestrial narrative. Our mission here is to try and piece this together for you, guided just by this material. We want to pull out the most surprising parts without getting totally lost in the weeds. So this deep dive is really for you if you're interested in exploring a story that, frankly, pushes the boundaries of what we think about reality.
Exactly, and it's definitely multi-layered. This source describes various ET beings, their interactions with Earth, with us,
Yeah.
and it offers this, unique perspective on cosmic stuff, things you don't hear every day. It's quite a tapestry of claims to unfold.
Okay, so let's get into it. The core idea, right off the bat, is that Earth, it's not just a planet in this view, it's called an extraordinary Stargate, which, completely changes its role, doesn't it? From just a rock to an active hub.
The central nexus, yeah. And what's really interesting is the claim about who's interested in this Stargate. The source mentions about 12 benevolent races. But here's the catch. They apparently want to control this area of time and space to cipher energy and resources.
Wait, benevolent races wanting to control and take over? That sounds like a major contradiction.
It's a striking paradox, definitely. Benevolent, yet aiming to take over. It really makes you question what benevolent even means in this cosmic context described here.
So what's the rationale given? Why would benevolent beings need to do that?
Well, the source suggests they don't have source access.
Source access. What does that actually mean in this context? And how does that connect to using Earth like a battery?
Yeah, source access seems to mean a connection to the fundamental energy of creation, maybe. Lacking that, they aren't self-sustaining, perhaps. So the claim is they're using Earth, specifically its stargates, which are potent energy points, as a power source. Like a cosmic battery, just as you said. The source calls them very lost.
Lost, but trying to take control.
But it also adds, they're not going to be allowed to continue this way. Suggests some kind of higher regulation is at play, or expected to be.
Okay, so if they're trying to control Earth, how are they supposedly doing it?
The source says it's been a long game, trying to control access through frequency.
Frequency, so not just like radio waves.
No, much more fundamental, like the actual vibrational level of reality. The idea is not allowing the frequency to be compatible so that higher frequency beings can come through, basically jamming the signal for certain types of consciousness or beings.
Wow, a cosmic frequency war. That's quite a concept. So who's winning, according to this transcript, anyway?
Well, this is interesting. It says they are not winning.
They're not, even though they're trying to control the frequency.
Right. Although it does add that they think they're winning. And apparently they're doing quite a good job within a certain bandwidth. So maybe effective in a limited sphere, but failing overall.
Okay, so if they're not winning, what's counteracting them?
This connects to people, well, beings on Earth. The source mentions those who have incarnated from elsewhere. It says they need to be stable to hold the frequency. And not just any frequency, but also frequency codes that come in from their own planets.
Whole frequency codes. So people here are acting like cosmic receivers or anchors.
Anchors is a good way to put it. Yeah, holding specific energies, specific information patterns, maybe stabilizing the planet's frequency against that manipulation.
This sounds like it leads into what the source calls the plan, a way to change a system from the inside. What's that about?
So the plan involves these beings who were specifically sent down here to be here, incarnated ETs, basically. Their mission, supposedly, kicks in when the time is right. They need to listen to or hear their own races.
Hear their own races? How?
It implies a kind of telepathic or energetic connection opening up, and then they become ambassadors. Their job is to communicate with their races, like an internal bridge being activated.
But there's a warning attached to that, isn't there? Something about deception.
A big one. The source warns not be fooled because they're trying to fool everybody.
What?
It says these other groups are pretending that they are their races when they are not.
So cosmic imposters trying to intercept this communication, that adds another layer of complexity.
It really does. And then there's another twist. The source mentions, almost casually, it seems like some of the ET races are coming home, which is Earth, because they were kicked off a long time ago.
Coming home, kicked off Earth, but then it adds.
But they still here in other timelines, which suggests this whole drama isn't just here, but across different dimensions or realities connected to Earth.
And this is why our specific timeline is apparently so important.
That's the claim. This source states it's this timeline that's going to create the havoc for all the other timelines.
Create the havoc. That sounds critical. Like everything hinges on what happens now, here.
Exactly. It positions our current reality as this crucial focal point, this linchpin, with consequences that ripple outwards across time or dimensions. It certainly raises the stakes, according to this narrative.
Okay, let's shift focus slightly. The source also gets personal, talking about the person under hypnosis wanting to connect with a specific group, the Octurians.
Yes, the Octurians, they're presented as sort of cosmic translators, facilitators for this kind of connection.
Translators, and how is the connection supposed to happen?
It's described quite specifically. It's through intent, then lining up my energy. So intention is key, and focusing on an appropriate frequency.
And this frequency has a color.
Yeah, a blue,
Yeah.
purpley color. The source even notes it's a very odd color, so a specific visual and energetic signature.
And there's something about sound, too, right? A sound signature.
Mm-hmm. That seems crucial. The guidance given to the subject, which you could almost see as general advice in this context, is she needs to hear the sound and draw the codes.
Hear the sound, draw the codes. Okay.
And also to keep clear. Stay clear energetically, mentally, because apparently the sound and the code and the color are the same. They're all aspects of the same thing.
Interconnected. But the source says she hasn't been listening.
Right. It implies the connection or the information has been available, but maybe not recognized or acted upon. It calls this conversation a wake-up call for her.
So what's the core advice then for her or maybe anyone in that position?
A key thing is she needs to let go of feeling isolated, because the source insists there are others here, many others that she can connect to that are similar.
Ah, so she's not alone in this. There's a network.
Seems so. And the way to find them, if she sends out the sound, they will find her very easily. The sound signature acts like a beacon, attracting others who resonate with it.
That paints a picture of hidden connections all around us, but there's that urgency again.
Yes, the source ends that section quite starkly. We're running out of time.
So wrapping this up, we've journeyed through some really extraordinary territory today, all from this one hypnosis transcript. Earth as a Stargate, a cosmic battery. These intricate plans, frequency wars, incarnated beings acting as inside agents. We try to lay out these ideas clearly for you, drawing just from what the source presents, but also inviting you to think about how this kind of story challenges, well, everything we assume about our place in the universe.
And maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to take away based purely on this material. If, and it's a big if, but if our planet were this kind of cosmic nexus, this sought-after hub, what might that really imply about reality, about connection? Communication, maybe even potentials lying dormant within us, waiting for the right frequency.
It definitely makes you ponder, doesn't it? The nature of information itself, what we choose to believe, and these unseen layers that sources like this claim are interacting with our world constantly. So the question it leaves you with is, what does this all mean for how we might think about our place in the cosmos?